Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Green Bay Packers. The holidays have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. Has a hole left, room to run. Hits the 20. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 6-0 lead right away. Breece Hall with the touchdown. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little pace?
A hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Let's go now. Hey,
They go to Barkley again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, it would really break the backs of a defense.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
First down, and they go right back to it. Cuts it to the right sideline. And out of bounds he goes on that big pickup. They're inside the red zone now. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Okay, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers finish off their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for Brock as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
Come on, 18, 5 in, 60 Eagles, 60.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal. They'll run here, it's Hall. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Let's go,
Offense in the hurry up here. Here's another for him.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Goal now from the 6 after that last play.
Let's go.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone.
That's one of those drives, Kate, especially on the opening drive. You come to the sidelines, and all you're thinking about, unfortunately, is the failure at the end. It's kind of like being a student. You're so good all semester, and then you just bomb the final exam.
Ready.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. A lot of space ahead. Finds a seam, left side. He's off to the races. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers parlay the interception into points. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
Okay, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen, and they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long, extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set, go.
They start the drive with Hall. And he stopped quickly here, 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Bronco 80.
Now looking to throw. He's got a man left. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Here's a throw. Headed out right. Brought in right side. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Working quickly here.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
42-yard line.
Ready?
They give to Hall on the draw. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
It's a gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. They'll look to throw. Chased out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Looking to throw here. Rolling left, buying some time. Has it downfield, working the left. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football.
Let's go now.
They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. That one's complete right side. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. Flushed out of the pocket. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers tie things up at 14. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll start this one out with Barkley. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on the right.
And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Throw here, 3rd down. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First down, a run with Barkley. He cuts it right. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a second quarter lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
Okay, we are watching a showman put on an absolute show. What a day for this running back. I think he'd be the first to tell you it's about the guys up front, receivers blocking outside, and the electricity of his legs.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Offense to the line fast.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Jackie Ryan.
35-yard line.
Buffalo 18. Cut 19. Cut 19. Let's go.
2nd and 10. Here's a pass. He's going deep this time. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go. Strap. Drag him 60. Trap all 80. Trap 60. Trap 60.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Eagles. 60.
Dropping back to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Come on.
Handoff headed right. Barkley. Looks like they're giving back 2 on the opening play of this drive.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Barkley trying this up the gut. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Caught, nice game left side. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They're going 24 yards on that one. And it'll get the Packers the first.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's Saquon. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Let's go now. 19 Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Throwing it on 2nd down. It's caught at the 4. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Bronco 80. Go.
Barkley takes it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take the lead just before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Brings in the kick at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
On the jump.
It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Throwing the out route complete. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Come on, come on. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18 Pioneers. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Third and long for him here. Getting out to his left. From the left side, here he goes, deep middle. It's in her. No, they dropped another one. Kicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. Does force a fourth down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
One last play before the break.
Tap the 60, tap 60, tap 60. Get up. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Looking to throw. He puts a man onto it deep down the middle. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made him.